Well, got the stencils on. Got the action separated from the stock. There's the trigger group. And got this front sling swivel off of there. And that's all we've done so far. Pliskin by 51mm here. Today I am going to be painting my M1A's stock here. I got it all stenciled up. I will set this camera down real quick. Use this as a little rest area here. Well, place to set the iPod if I can get it set up. There we go. I'm going to check and make sure all these stencils and tape are laid down. See, as you can see I'm doing here, I am making sure none of them are raising up anywhere. Because, trust me, when you are painting something with stencils, when the stencils raise up, it is a pain in the ass. Because then that means the paint will, oh, see, I just raised one up there by accident. The paint will get in underneath these, and it just won't look good. The ones here on the grips, I'll let slide because that's a given of the paint getting in on those because of the grooves. Just making sure everything is good and flat. I'm not worried about paint getting on the inside of the stock because the barrel don't touch that, and the gas system and all of that should be alright with the paint. I just checked over there on the cardboard box I used, and it laid down it dried pretty good. Alright, so here is what I'm going to do after I get my iPod situated. I'm going to set this down here like so, and I am going to go over it like this while recording. I'm going to try my best to evenly apply the two colors I got. Remember that the stencils covering up the black will be the third color. It's going to be a woodland camo. I got Italian olive and what is this? Khaki. And it's almost kind of like a flat dark earth color. These will be my two colors. Alright, so let's get started here. Sorry for the poor camera angles. I do not have a cameraman to help. Alright, this is the green. I'll give you an example of what it looks like. I probably won't be that close when I paint. Alright, here we go.
Probably too close. Oh, I can already tell this doesn't look too good. I'm probably too close. It kind of didn't sit too well on the back there, but everywhere else it kind of set alright. Okay. And just yet, or right now, this is what this looks like. Well, I could get over here on this. That's what that looks like. Getting too much. And a little bit more here. Now I need to put a little bit more green on that. Yep. There. And then we'll just let that sit and see how it looks.
So far, it's looking alright. I was afraid when I first started filming and started applying the paint. I was afraid that the paint was not going to sit very well, but as you can see, it set better than I figured it would. Now, yeah, I'm down here on my knees. I was making sure it was dry. It's drier. Well, yeah, it's pretty much dry, I'd say. Oh. See, this is what happens if you ain't got your stencils on there all the way good. See? That should be black under there, underneath that. Pull it back and it got colored. But that can't be helped because of these grooves, because the paint get down in this and get behind that. Can't be helped. But all in all, it's all right. That's just the way it does its thing. Now, I am going to flip this dude over. The big trick here is going to be lining up the pattern here like I got it on the other side. Alright, so let's flip him over. And bring him around like this. And start on the other side. Alright. I can basically see underneath where the pattern is. Another thing too is with this paint, it bleeds. See there where it bleeded over on the other side, it ran over? That's completely okay too. Because you can go over that with the extra paint, and so far it seems like most of it's just right here except for right there. But it don't matter. The Dremel tool will take all that off. Just lightly run it across all those bubbled up areas and the paint will be gone. Or do what I'm going to do and go over it in the same color. Now, let's see. That's green there, so let's see if it's green on the other side. Yep. I'd say I'm pretty much good to go. So, here we are. Here we go. Gonna start on the other side. Alright. Just like before, green first. And if the pattern's off a little bit, that's alright too. I know for a fact that's a bit too much paint. But it's better than none. Alright, let's get on the other side. See where I need to be. Okay. So I know this here's brown. I'm about betting that's brown there. And then brown. And I'll be done. Alright. But before I start the brown, let me say something here. I know that my gun is the loaded model M1A, and I looked at the gun, and painting the stock like this shouldn't hurt it. I mean, it should be alright. Because when that gun's sitting in there, the only thing that really touches the stock, is the trigger group, the upper receiver up here, the little thing that holds the gas rod in place, I'll show you when we're inside, and the little retaining pin up here that holds that. So it shouldn't be hurting it. Okay. Shake this up here. See, this paint here he's a bit of a douchebag. Get him over here. There. You gotta kind of spray him a bit to get him going. Alright, here we go. Up. But his problem is he comes out of the can with more authority than the green. Comes out with more authority, and he sticks differently. I have to go back over in green again. He just doesn't seem to understand. Well, that came off too, whatever. I don't care. It's still gonna look good. There we go. And that's all I'm gonna do. Alright. The only stencil I really had a beef with was that sumbitch right there. And he wasn't wanting to stick on there the other day. So, to hell with him. If he don't want to stick, that's his fault. Okay. Next time I fire up my iPod, it ought to be all dried and back on the gun. And you can all see the final product. Yep. Alright. The next vid will be it fully assembled.